Hey everyone, this is part two, essentially, of the buy rice video. I'm just going to show you some pictures of what I've started to develop my short term storage. Um, Keeping in mind the dream that I had was given to me on May 2nd, showing that a food shortage was coming. And the Lord said we had 6 months to prepare. So I don't know if that means it's going to hit in November or by November. We just really need to be settled because it can happen any point thereafter. But either way, I am doing my part to make sure that my household is set. And my goal is to have items for 6 to 8 weeks stocked up for us, and something like rice for much longer term because he specifically spoke about rice. So here goes. Okay, so this is probably the most time consuming, but I do have a little bit of a patio garden. I have 2 tomato plants, one of which does have some tomatoes on it already. I'm just waiting on them to ripen. And then the second one is in that orange container. Lots of flowers and, a couple little tomatoes on it so far, which is great. We do love tomatoes. We, make a lot of stuff with them, so that's great. In the big gray container all the way to the left, I'm going to put some potatoes in there. I have a few potatoes with eyes on them, not a lot, and I'm just going to cut them and drop them in that trash bag that already has soil in it. You mostly keep it closed and you just check on it. And from what I recently read, you don't even fertilize it, because if you fertilize it, it'll keep making vines and not potatoes. So I'm going to try that. And I had some cucumbers germinating, but it rained really badly one night last week, and I think they just got flooded out. So I found two of the little seedlings and put them in this little pool here, hoping that they'll grow. But I do have more seeds coming, and even though it's like middle of July, I'm gonna go for it, see what happens. Those small containers on top of the plastic container are just flowers. We'll see what happens with those. And inside that plastic container, I have some charcoal. I will be buying more. I do have a small grill outside, and more garden soil and other seeds and things like that, and fertilizer that I'm just going to keep out on my deck. So that's the bulk of what I have outside. I did hear one prophetic word from Shanika Byers. She was talking about digging wells. If I own this house, I would try it, and I might even still research it, because if the cost is, if it's feasible, the homeowner may not have a problem with it. But I don't necessarily feel that water is going to be an issue for me in this particular community, because I'm like way out in the country. But yeah, that's pretty much what I've done for the gardening portion. Okay, so in my little pantry area, I do have these 2 large containers, and inside them on the bottom one, I've got a 50-pound bag of rice and another 25-pound bag. I'll probably buy one more 25-pound bag next month. And in the top container, I've got some sugar. I've got more sugar in the kitchen, and a large bag of flour. I think it's a 25-pound bag of flour. I may buy a second one of those, because when we're bored, I tend to bake a lot. And I've got some yeast in there, which really needs to go in the freezer. So I'm going to grab that and put that away. Some plastic forks that the kids have already dug into. And I'll go on to the next part. Okay, this isn't something that I would normally buy. Of course, you buy what you can find. But I usually get like liquid detergent. But I think it's really important that I have a stock of detergent, because it's something that I notice goes up in price very easily. So I will continue to buy detergent regularly until that time comes. So I'll keep buying my little liquid OxyClean, use it up. When everything hits, then I will have this as backup. Won't need to go to the store, won't be shocked by the prices. Okay, here's a little cabinet that the homeowner left, and I really love it. But yes, I know it's a little messy. I'll work on that. But this is where I've just been storing our toiletries, personal effects. I need to buy some more sponges. I got soap, light bulbs, toilet paper. That's just a little bit of the toilet paper I have. Deodorant for myself, my older daughter, and my son's deodorant is in here somewhere. I've also got some sanitizer, a couple types of batteries, which I need to get more of, some cleaning supplies. I've got some dishwasher pods back there. Somewhere in here, there's a first aid kit, facial tissue, Rid-X, because I live in a house that has a septic tank, sanitary items for the ladies in the house, all that good stuff. And I will show you the next picture. So where I live, it has been really difficult to find cleaning supplies. And I actually had to go to Home Depot to find those 2 containers of scrubbing bubbles. And actually the can, that was the last one they had on the shelf. So I'm going to pick those up as I go. That detergent is like one of 3 or 4 bottles that mysteriously get lost around the house. And I've also gotten the very bottom some trash bags. I've got the white bags and the black bags, some hydrogen peroxide, and just a few other things just tucked in there. I just did an order from Amazon where I got our favorite toothpaste. It's the Colgate Optic White, and you get like 3 boxes for $10, which is way cheaper than what I found in Target or anywhere else. And I don't even think they carry it in stores like Dollar General. So, yep, I had to get that, and I'm going to hide that because it seems to disappear around here. Okay, this is the top of that cabinet. This is our in-house toilet paper stash. So we will use this up first, but I also have a large pack of toilet paper that I bought from Costco. I want to say it's 24 rolls. My mom was able to buy a box from Sam's Club that was like 45 rolls. I just put those out in the garage because if they stay in the house, somebody will dig into those and, it'll be a big mess. So we kind of just put the things that aren't for daily use out of sight so that they don't become tampered with. There's also some baby wipes up there should we need anything like that. Some more peroxide, rubbing alcohol, which has been impossible to find where I live. My mom lives about 2 hours away. She was able to find it. We've got some vitamins and other supplements, some pain medication for the little one. And I probably should get a second bottle of that. Mouthwash, which I'll get more of. Just think about the things that you use every day and imagine the price of it going up significantly so that what you have in your pocket is not able to pay for what you need or what you like to have. So you get it now. And then we already are seeing the coin shortage. And so something that may be $1.75 is actually going to be $2 because they can't give you that quarter back. So just start stocking up and getting the things that you like now. Okay, so my utility sink, I've got some stuff tucked under there. I've got 4 bottles of bleach. I've got a large container of dish detergent from Sam's Club, which I'll just end up pouring that, which reminds me I need to get some funnels, pouring that into whatever bottle we keep at the sink. And then this large container with the green cap, I should have turned it around, is Simple Green Concentrated Cleaner. I also have a spray bottle, so it came as a set at Costco. I will say I don't love it. I really don't care for the smell, but it cleans, right? So I'll use it and hopefully I'll be able to find the stuff that I do like. If you've got Scentiva or Lysol spray in your area, let me know. I'm looking for those disinfectant sprays. Okay, here's my first food cabinet. I'll start at the top. Those orange juices at the top, my big kids' grandparents brought those to us and quite a few other items. This is not something I would typically buy. So one thing I've had to think about is like, the things that we would normally eat on a day-to-day basis may not necessarily be what I buy for my short-term storage. So something like this orange juice, which will last a long time, cans of corn, we don't really care for canned corn or anything like that, but it's necessary to have. So I've got the corn, I've got canned beans, got our grape juice for communion. I've got some tuna and sardines, which I'll continue to add to that because we do eat a lot of fish. The little one has some juice boxes at the top. We've got those polar seltzer waters, which will not make it through this month, but I know where to get them for a good price, so I can just add to that easily. But we're just adding to this. So every time I do a grocery order, I'll just add an extra couple of cans, shove them in there, forget about them until we need them. There's lots of canned tomatoes in there too. So yep, those are some of the basics that I have. And we'll go to the next cabinet. Okay, up at the top, you see my waffle maker. You see we've got some noodles, which disappeared here for quite some time. I've got some shelf-stable almond milk for my little one, and I need to buy more of that. I did see it on Amazon, so I'm kind of thinking about my paydays and mapping out when I'm going to purchase this, that, and the other. And that's going to be probably one of the next things that I buy because I know that's going to go up in cost. Um, Pork and beans for her, black beans. There's some other canned stuff behind there. Lots of bags of dried beans, dried peas, things I can make soups and stews out of that are really filling. And condiments, things like that. Those honey buns are back here because apparently nobody in my house likes honey buns, but something tells me they'll disappear one day. Lots of peanut butter. That's just a touch of the peanut butter that I have, but those are some of the main things that we do eat. So I know these are going to be all used up, and I will buy more pasta as well. Forgive the mess in this last cabinet. I don't really have the energy today to deal with it. But at the very top, I've got some napkins. I've got a couple of big bags of napkins, some paper plates. I've got some chopped onion. My mom brought me all of that. She was like, well, you're going to eat a lot of rice. You want it to taste good? And I was like, you're exactly right. And so she also found some bouillon cubes, which are very good. But yep, we got a big container of those, a couple rolls of paper towels, which I'll be adding to. That middle shelf has powdered sugar and brown sugar in those Aldi bags. From when I moved, I just had sent a lot of stuff to her house and she brought it to me and it was just packaged like that. And there's still some good. On that bottom shelf, we've got some more pancake mix from the grandparents. We've got potato flakes and there's a beef stew mix. I know my kids will keep it. It's going to be there a while. In the back of the bottom shelf, one thing I did get that I plan to get maybe two more water filters. So I have a big Brita, and so I just will change the water filter instead of buying a lot of water bottles. The other thing I'm looking into is how to just store my tap water. So I looked at it looks like you can't use a milk jug, a milk gallon container, but I drink a lot of cold brew. I buy that one particular brand. I'm wondering like if I clean that out really well, can I use that? Put the water in it, seal it. So I'm looking into that and seeing what I can do just to have some extra water stored up without purchasing it outright from the store. But right now we're going with the water filters. Okay, so I moved on to my kitchen. There's not a whole lot of short-term storage in my kitchen. I do have some almond meal and my freezer's getting kind of bare. I'm trying to just cook everything that I have in there so that I can put more of what I feel will last, trying to use things up before they go bad. I do not have a deep freezer, even though I really, really want one, and I have space for it. So it's kind of tricky figuring out how I'm going to get those frozen vegetables, frozen fruits, and meats. But God will provide. He'll make a way. Then my regular cabinets, I've got some canned fruit. I've got my spices, which I'll be buying more of, all that good stuff. I wanted to show you this because a dear lady, Dr. Lynn, sent a document to me that somebody shared with her about short-term and long-term storage. And they were talking about things to boost your immune system. And I was going to do a video on this anyway, but I do have zinc. I'm not sure this is the best type, but it's what I have right now. And this vitamin C, which is amazing. It's from a whole food source and it's kind of pricey, but use what you have. But these are two that we really should start taking now, especially if you know your kids are probably going to be back in the school. I'll withhold commentary there, but if you know your kids are going to be around other people, there's a chance they're going to be back in schools. Start giving them what they need to boost their immune systems now, so that they can beat whatever the enemy is trying to put on them. But that's the bulk of what I have right now. I had to cut it short because my little one won't let me record. You can probably hear Peppa Pig in the background. But once again, thanks for watching. As I continue to develop, I will add more. And please ask me any questions you have. I don't know very much about this topic, but I'm willing to continue to learn. So thanks again for watching. Take care of your spirit, take care of your soul, take care of your body.